How can the U.S. strike back at Russia without starting World War III? Putin has outfoxed Obama in Syria and the Middle East. A victory in Mosul would vindicate Obama, but vindication and retaliation are two different things. The U.S. may have already struck back at the Kremlin for using hackers to discredit the American election. The emails of a top Putin aide were reportedly hacked, but denial of involvement is the name of that game. And so that won't much change the image of American weakness held by both America's allies and adversaries, Russia chief among them. Sometimes even major powers must engage in asymmetrical combat. One good place for that is Kaliningrad, Russian territory which exists apart from Russia itself. Traditionally, the German-speaking capital of East Prussia, Kaliningrad fell to Stalin at the end of World War II. The remaining Germans either fled or were expelled. With the collapse of the USSR, Russia inherited Kaliningrad. The region is critical to Moscow. The Baltic Fleet is stationed there in Russia's only ice-free Baltic port. Kaliningrad is also Russia's westernmost territory, ideal for deploying nuclear-capable Iskander missiles to threaten NATO. Russia is extremely protective of Kaliningrad, buzzing U.S. ships in nearby international waters. Secretary of State Kerry denounced this, saying,
"Under the rules of engagement, that could have been a shoot-down."
Did the U.S. just draw a red line in the sky? Moscow is nervous about Kaliningrad because it is surrounded by NATO members that can choke off access by rail or truck. Moscow is more than nervous, it is paranoid. A governor of Kaliningrad, Nikolai Tsukhanov, has said, "It's no secret that Western intelligence agencies are carrying out operations for a Ukrainian-style revolution in Kaliningrad." This paranoia is cynically exploited by politicians to whip up hysteria and solidify their own power. But it also tells us where the Russians feel vulnerable. Russia violated the 1994 Budapest Memorandum when annexing Crimea and invading Ukraine. The agreements granting Kaliningrad to the USSR can also be challenged. After all, those agreements were made by Stalin, who was denounced as a criminal by his successor, Nikita Khrushchev. Also, some scholars believe technically the Soviets may never have held legal title to the territory. Therefore, Russia could never have legally inherited it. In private discussions and public forums, the U.S. must aggressively question Russia's claim to Kaliningrad. At the very least, that will get Putin's attention and alert him that the U.S. is playing hardball again. It might even bring Moscow back to the table to deal soberly with Ukraine.